Okay, guys, a little actual Milsurp for you. This is a, I believe, 1947 military surplus Jeep. This guy actually is in the right configuration to be considered a real military Jeep. This pops open, and you can see right there. This is going to be converted into a World War II era Jeep. I kind of got to lift and push and knee and everything to get her closed, but yeah, this thing was pretty much retrofitted into what it is today. It was used as a plow, so that's why the plow's on the front there, snow plow. Does not have consistent wheels on it, just so I can get from place to place, but this guy will be used as a, and it actually is a Willys. I can zoom in on that, Willys Jeep. This will be used as a recreation of a military World War II or even Korean War Marine Jeep. We're going to use it as, hopefully it as a display with our Hago tank. I don't believe I've ever mentioned that, or at least haven't mentioned it in a while. We'll kind of throw that into the end of this video here. But this guy is absolutely beautiful. Hopefully we can get everything rocking and rolling on it soon, and you guys can see a finished product there. But let's go take a look at the other parts of that display. Alrighty guys, I switched to the wide view. It's a little bit of a mess in here. This is the workshop. This right here that you're seeing is the chassis and also a bit of the upper part of a Type 1 Japanese artillery. Now this is part of it right here. This is kind of like the heat shield, and then you got your I guess bullet shield, even though the one we saw that we based all our measurements off of does not have a proper or it actually has bullet holes in it. This shield, and then you got the shovels on the front. Kind of give yourself a good spot, and then it actually extends down to where that chair's at. The other part of this display is in the other room, so we'll kind of show that off in a sec here. Alrighty guys, excuse the lighting. I can't get the lights to work in this part of the shop. I don't know it that well enough to show it. But this is an actual fabricated from the bottom up Japanese tank. The superstructure has been built upon. You got all the shielding on here. This is not as thick as their armor would have been. This is pretty thin in comparison, but it will serve the purpose of looking the part. This thing has been built from the bottom up. It is absolutely 100% fabricated by my father-in-law, and it is incredible. Right next to it is a Battle Wagon. This guy would have been a troop carrier or material carrier. We're thinking about making this into an Air Force Base Battle Wagon. Not so much more like the Army, but more leaning towards an Air Force Base. We want to do a tribute to the local Wurtsmith Air Force Base here in Michigan with this guy. But this is the big part of the barn, the metal shop and everything. And you can see everything kind of coming along, especially this tank. It is absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm tall and everything. You think about the fact that this is the ground level, and that guy is just a tower, a beast. Getting that up there was absolutely difficult, super heavy. Everything on this is going to be big. The engine right back here in this compartment here is expected to be a Detroit diesel engine, usually used for front loaders and excavators and such. And then we'll have pneumatic on it and everything to basically run everything and be able to move the absolutely massive turret. Usually this right here is the machine gun hole. That would actually be facing forward, and that cannon, which is not going to be a cannon, don't worry, it won't be a destructive device. That's actually going to be a 37mm cannon for flares or what we call fireworks and such. This guy will be a mock-up machine gun. Mostly you'll be able to see through it, and then basically drive from up there through there or even through the front portals, and we'll kind of pause it and take a look around there. Okay, so now we've migrated to the front of the tank. I'm going to turn the lighting on. There we go. So now we can see a little bit. You have another machine gun turret here, and then of course you got your cannon, but you usually have both machine guns forward. So you can think about this is the front and the back where the engine's going to be. You see some welding equipment down in there and everything. Like I said, he's building this from the ground up, so it is a absolute beast. And then you can see kind of in the back here, the Battle Wagon. We'll show around the back here. And that's full of sawhorses and such. And then we got some spare metal here. But this is Milsurp. That is a complete fabrication from the ground up. Exact replica of a Type 95 Japanese tank. So I give my father-in-law props for that. It is absolutely stunning. Real quick before we go, I want to mention that this guy here, the Type 1 artillery tank destroyer, anti-tank gun, was just this chassis here, and then what this upper part is sitting on, which is down here. So all this above it has been fabricated, and then these were put back together in the proper length because it was cut down in half and then stacked to be turned into a hay cart. So this cannon essentially was turned into a hay cart by a local. And now we're restoring it to what it should be. And this, we are planning on trying to do a real cannon, destructive device. So not a true, neck cartridge that we'll have to work on and all that. Just a simple 40 millimeter straight wall cartridge, so we can just fill one up, boom, have a little bit of fun, and basically turn it into a black powder cannon. Essentially a giant shotgun, if you will. Smooth bore giant shotgun. Now she is beautiful, and I'm glad that I get to be a part of all this. And go ahead and leave a comment what you think about these things. I would like to know what you think. Share this with as many people as you can, so that we can get the word out that this stuff's being built, and maybe we can get some support on this. I know even moral support goes a long way with trying to get these things rocking and rolling. So, yep, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Country roads, take